Hey everybody, it looks like the MV Agusta Lucky Explorer 2 versions is making a comeback. But the more I think about it, Buddy said, well, this looks like a Yamaha Tenere. At first, I don't really pay attention to the Super Teneres, but it does kind of resemble that. But then how many designs are you going to be able to come up with being an adventure bike that would be unique? You know what I mean? So this is what it looks like. I'll have the link to Cycle World. We'll give them credit so you can read the article as I see it here and take a look for yourself. So look in the description for the links that I provide and you can decide. And so Lucky Explorer 9.5 is the bigger of the new MV Agusta adventure bikes with a 930cc version of the firm's 3-cylinder engine, so it's going to be 3-cylinder. Okay, so bring back the name Lucky Explorer. I don't really like that myself, but okay, whatever. I guess it's a name they've used in the past. The larger machine dubbed Lucky Explorer 9.5 is the first to appear with a new 931cc. Well, it's up 1cc over the top here, 930cc. Huh, wonder which one it is. Not that that matters, 1cc, but it's like, okay, can't even get that right in the article. Derived of the 800cc triple that currently powers the majority of MV's range, including the F3 Brutale 800, the Dragster 800, the Smooth whatever, and the other one. The second bike, the Lucky Explorer 5.5, is the first fruit of MV Agusta partnership with Chinese firm Quanjiang. Oh, great. That one is partnering with a Chinese firm. Hey, Chinese make a lot of our products. They make a lot of good products. But the problem is quality control. And right now, some of the Chinese products, got to be very careful, especially with the shipping and all that of parts and getting your supply in. Something you have to be careful about. Owner of the Benelli and QJ motor brands and features a 550cc parallel twin that's likely to be the basis of a whole range of entry-level MVs in the future. Now, I don't know if I'd want to pay the money that they're probably going to ask for an Explorer 5.5 when it's going to be based out of a Chinese company. I would expect a very cheap motorcycle, meaning it should be a lot cheaper than what they're probably going to ask for an asking price. Now, if the 9.5, the Lucky Explorer 9.5, I guess that if that's made in Italy and it's using their engine that's in the bigger bikes, then okay, that one might be worth the money over trying to save a few bucks and getting the smaller bike. Although a 500 would probably work just fine if it's a modern 500, for an adventure bike. Let's start with a Lucky Explorer 9.5. Although still in prototype stages, the bike styling and most of its technical details are now set in stone. Visually, the link to the older Dakar racers of the 80s and early 90s is clear to see, with a shape that the Ducati upcoming Desert X, which is certainly to be the Lucky Explorer's 9.5 closest rival. Why would that be the closest rival? Because it's going to be priced in a crazy price range. Okay, Ducati will use a 937cc V-twin. Okay, you can read this for yourself. I'm not going to read the whole dang thing to you. That wouldn't be fair to Cycle World. So you can go to their link, like I said, in the description. I'm not being paid by them. It's just out of respect. And take a look at these pictures and read the whole article. But yeah, I don't know what this is. What is that? Is that a cooling fan shooting the hot air off to the side? Well, that might be pretty good if it's shooting it out there and a rider's not getting heated when when it vents straight back. Sometimes that's an issue for the rider. Looks like there's some strap tie down points here, or luggage points maybe. Probably luggage points for side panniers and stuff. I like soft bags myself. I wonder if this skid plate is anything meaningful or just plastic. Most likely just plastic, I would guess. Looks like there's a plastic piece here, so I see a lot of intricate pieces. That would probably break in a tip over. Makes you wonder if they thought through like some type of guard protection that either they sell or both, they sell and an aftermarket can make to fit in. Where's the passenger? Oh, there's the passenger peg. Okay. This is like a little luggage part that sticks way out there. I hate those cases people put up there. They look silly. They look ridiculous. They probably work for trips. Just look ridiculous. The operate. Oh, sorry, I'm bad. To operate the 800 triple 930cc MV has increased both the bore and stroke, requiring a new crankshaft and new cylinder head. As with the smaller displacement engine, the crank is a 120-degree design that rotates backwards to produce the bike's overall gyroscopic effect and sharpen handling. Okay, well, looks like it's going to have like 123 horsepower at 10,000 RPM with 75 foot-pounds of torque at 7,000. Okay, well, that's more than you need on dirt for any adventure bike. Given the higher proportions of the African Twin sold with the DCT semi, that's a smart move. So, oh, wait, where go here? There usually will be the option of a recluse automatic clutch and a semi-automatic electronically actuated transmission. Okay, we'll have to see how that works. But yeah, a lot of people like the DCT and the African Twin. Even I thought that was kind of cool. But then people started telling me in the rough stuff, it doesn't work as well because you can't loft the front tire and it kind of limits you because it works that good. But yeah, for the average person going to Starbucks, going to get coffee just for using the adventure bike for around town, yeah, an auto is probably pretty good, you know. The engine sits in a steel frame made of a combination of forged and extruded sections. Okay. Also, there's. Yeah, see, I like with the knobby tires, so it looked pretty good. Let's go back up. So, it's still too low, but maybe they have to due to requirements, but hopefully that can be moved up. Otherwise, mud will pack in. The exhaust, that looks like a different exhaust than this one. This one has a more upright exhaust, which looks better than this big old canister. So maybe the top one is an aftermarket deal. Center stand, I kind of like that, but that usually limits, you know, your off-road because it has to dingle down here, right? But it does come in handy. My FC1 2001 had a center stand and loved it. It made maintenance, it made parking in the garage nice because, you know, it's straight, doesn't have to lean over. So that bike in turn uses the engine and frame from the Benelli, so we're talking about the 5.5. And that's where it's coming from. And then it's 550 derivative of the parallel twin with a 70.5 bore. Okay, yada yada. With the Lucky Sport product now out in the open, MV Agusta has launched a dedicated website. So yeah, they have a dedicated website. I didn't even see that the first time I skimmed through here. Let's before we take a look at that website, let's see if anyone has the best looking adventure motorcycle I've ever seen. Okay, that's all so opinion based. I hate when people even say stuff like that because that's your opinion. It's amazing the different bikes people like, so you can't even go by looks. Yeah, it looks like a nice bike. Let's go here, and here's the Tenere. Let's go to the 360 view. I mean, you tell me. Let's see the front end. Let's go back. Let's scroll back to the pics. Any front end? No. Oh, here we go. So it looks like that. I mean, there's only so many looks you can do with a bike. I think Yamaha already probably nailed it here. So one thing would be weight. Being that this is lower CC, I mean, I don't know. I kind of like this more. But to me, this is a lot more, I mean, at least with the looks, a lot more street bike-ish. I don't like that the pipes come down on the Yamaha due to, crashing into stuff. But they come down here too, so you better hope this skid plate works. This skid plate's obviously different than this plate and how it goes all the way up. So maybe this is some sort of aluminum plate, or it's just plastic that is different on this bike. It looks like rotor, somewhat rotor protection. I mean, that's just plastic, but you're not going to be in single track, so yeah, you're probably going to be okay there. Yeah, I don't know. I would like to test ride one. Dealer support would be the other issue because it's MV Agusta. I mean, you have to find a dealer. Yamaha, easy to find a dealer. This would work really good for 2 upriding. Let's see what their Lucky Explorer. It's just showing old race footage. I don't know why. Okay, well, these aren't the bikes you're getting, so who cares? Who really cares what your past is? That's not what you're selling people. You're not selling people that, so that doesn't matter. If you want to be contacted, okay, well, anything else? That's English. Okay, well, doesn't seem like there's much here as of yet, but LuckyExplorerProject.com. I guess there you go, and you can watch a clip of them showing old race bikes, which, okay, you got a pedigree, but who cares? That's not what you're selling, and we're not racers, and we're not going to be in the desert, so that doesn't matter. Again, I don't know. It looks like, basically, here, let's, got it. I know it uses cookies. See, this we know is $16,299 for the Yamaha Tenere, and it's 1200 cc. So, and I know people take these off road. You can take them up Mosquito Pass and stuff. It's pretty rocky. You can, deck these out with obviously a good stout skid guard and other protection bits, and put knobby tires and raise that. And you can do that. You can do that with these. It's a Yamaha. It's a good bike. Well, let's go to the gallery, because the gallery might show something with knobbies. I mean, see, they're even promoting it that you could use this on dirt road. That's a dirt road. Here they're promoting it that you're more in the woods. I like how they don't have knobbies on it too. I mean, we quite don't know. That might be just photoshopped. Here we go. This picture looks like it actually does have knobbies. Well, it looks like it, but I think that's just the water pattern because the back tire here looks like it's smooth. So, I mean, they're showing it being used in this environment. So that, I guess they're trying to sell people that you can use it. Maybe I should look at one of these. My daughter could ride on the back. It's big enough to do the road stuff. Probably fine for what I want with, my daughter on the back for dirt road. Just go dirt road exploring for the day. Not really hitting hard stuff. And it might be fun. $17,000 bike. Well, 16 something. We'll say 17 after tax and all that. Probably closer to 18 once you get any, Farkles on it. And we saw that one. Let's see, is there any model home? Let's go model home. 43 miles to the gallon. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, that would be fun to actually toss my daughter on the back, take 4 days to get to, Tennessee, take some back roads for most of it. Yeah, I mean, she's still a little young to be sitting back there for a long time, but man, yeah, that seems pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. Featured accessories. See, you can get a big skid plate, you can get the engine guards, and you obviously can put lights on them. You can get the side cases, top cases, tall windshield. So there's a lot that you can get with this bike. Maybe I need to check one out in person to to see. Oh, look at that. 2.99. Well, I'd rather not finance if I don't have to. But, anyways, go back to this bike. I like the looks of it. I don't know what that's about. That would be interesting. I don't know about the support of this bike. And the smaller bike, the Lucky Explorer 5.5, with the Chinese, partnered with the Chinese firm Qingjiang. I don't know how to say it. It's not that I don't like Chinese people. I like Chinese people. I just don't like the CCP, and they own all these companies. And hey, I had that GPX Moto, nothing. I might actually get a few more of those coming up. Might have more news about that. But so I'm kind of conflicted, right? I would hate to support Chinese, but my main thing is the MV Agusta Lucky Explorer 5.5. I wonder what they're planning to sell that for. If that's going to be like a $12,000 bike, I don't know. GPX Moto has a 500cc adventure bike coming out, and I bet this is going to be hard to beat their price. And I know the importer for GPX Moto is doing a wonderful customer service job. Is MV Agusta with limited dealers? Are they going to do a good job? Are they going to listen to rider feedback and send you parts if there's a quality issue? I don't know. I don't think they would. They're too big. They don't care. Yeah, and I don't care that this Chinese firm, Marceau Company, owns Benelli, which used to be an Italian company. I don't care that they bought them and own them. That doesn't tell me that it's going to be quality stuff. I mean, I hate when they do that and they say, "Oh, well, we own this other company." Well, that doesn't mean anything. Anyways, everybody, let me know what you think in the comments of this bike, the Super Tenere 1200, or even the Tenere 700, or what bike do you think would be worth it? Yeah, this looks nice. So does the Triumph Tiger. I don't know. There's a lot of adventure bikes now to choose from, which is good. More bikes is good to choose from. I agree. But if this is going to cost like MV Agusta typically does, and this is going to be like 24,000, could I spend that on a bike? Sure. I don't want to spend that on a bike though. Although I keep my bikes a long time, so that's why I'm like I could spend that much, but I don't think this one doesn't turn me on enough to be like I'd spend that on this bike. So 17, 18 for the Super Tenere 1200. I could see doing that. 5,000 is a lot of farkles, and I'm not a guy that needs a lot of farkles, not on an adventure bike. So anyways, you all take care. Let me know in the comments what you think. Have a good one. Stay well. Stay safe, my friends. Bye.